Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to your week. This is going to be your weekly energies for the week of the 1st of February through the 7th. I hope that you're doing well. My name is Patricia. For those of you who are new to my channel and to my page, welcome. Thank you for being here. As you know, for those who watch me every Monday, I come on and I give you kind of like the insight of what is available for us as far as energy. I channel messages from spirit, and I also talk a little bit about the astrology, what's going on in the stars, right? So I like picking themes for the week through these beautiful inner Gaia cards, and I also pick some tarot cards and oracle cards for you. But the message is the message that comes through channeled. It doesn't have much to do with what it says in the cards. It's more what comes through for me as a part of the energy for the collective. Okay, so what I want to talk to you about today is that Venus goes into Aquarius today, February 1st. So that is going to be one of the aspects that is going to be felt the most. And as you know, Aquarius is a sign that right now has an accumulation of planets in its sign. And not only that, it has two particular planets, Saturn and Jupiter, that haven't been in its sign for a long time. Okay, so it makes things a little bit different. All right, so Venus in Aquarius, it's about relationships, yes, but it's about the relationships for the greater good, and relationships that are more detached in a healthy way. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick the themes for this week. As you know, we are with Mercury in retrograde. It went retrograde on the 30th. So you might be experiencing, delays, maybe misunderstandings, maybe some technical glitches. And even when you're trying to communicate and have your words come out, it could be a little bit of a challenge as well. So if you see me that I stumble up on my words, don't worry about it. I'll catch on, and I appreciate always your understanding. So let's see what the themes are for this week for the collective. And whenever you happen to catch this message, because I always post them on my page for a replay. So well, check this out. First card, and thank you for that. That's a lovely message. Thank you for being so kind. Time off is the first theme for the week. And whenever we have Mercury go into retrograde, this is a great time to disconnect, okay? If you've been feeling overworked, overwhelmed, drained mentally, emotionally, physically, you've been feeling a disconnection with yourself and maybe with people close to you, this is a great time to take a pause, okay? So really important coming through for this week, to know when to pause and take time off when you're feeling, and I would say even before you start feeling overworked and overwhelmed or mentally charged, okay? I would say it's a good time to practice that pause and that taking time off, okay? Now, second thing coming through is the Crystal Spirit card. And this card gives me such a strong vibration of spiritual protection. And I believe I was talking about this last week in the weekly forecast as well, that there is a lot of this reassurance from spirit coming through, saying that you are safe, that you are protected, that the steps that you're taking now and the things that you're doing are highly favored, that you're being guided, okay? And also this is talking about the emotional, physical, mental healing. Okay, so look at how these two cards are coming together to bring that message of taking the time off to pause, to allow that healing to come in. Okay, to actually allow for that space for that healing to happen. Okay, and I feel like, you know, this is happening to a lot of us. This is definitely something that is very, very much a collective thing. Okay, it talks a lot about the physical, so I sense that a lot of you have been feeling that, you know, we also had a full moon recently, so one of the effects of that is being very tired and, you know, feeling all that energy being projected down to us. It's or reflected down to us is very draining. Okay, all right, one more. So if you're watching this live, thank you for being here. Let me know where you're watching from, and you know, as always, when you catch the replay, give it a like, tag your tribe, and just let me know in the comments, you know, how you've been doing and how the messages are resonating with you. Okay, look, this card came through last week, so did this one, and so did this one. So really interesting how this message from last week is resonating with this week. And not only that, it's all about that reassurance and the protection of the divine, that feeling of safety and knowing that there's going to be a positive resolution. Okay, to allow yourself to surrender, not to give up, to surrender, to let go of control. Know that you are supremely protected. Okay, so again, that message of supreme protection, it's saying it's okay for you to open your heart. Okay, to be vulnerable. You have some sort of destined life events, things that are happening right now. Okay, and if they're not happening right now, they're about to. Things that are part of your destiny and part of your fate. Okay, so the other thing that is being highlighted is the throat chakra, and I was talking about Mercury retrograde and how this, the planet of, you know, our mind, our thoughts, our communication is being in the shadow right now. So communication and how you express creatively and the purification of that. Okay, because Mercury retrograde gives us that space to shut down the mind a little bit and go within and listen to our hearts more. Okay, and to observe certain things that are kind of like coming back. Okay, so that we could see them and purify them. Okay, and detoxify, and you know, just feel like a clearing. Okay, so all right, so let's go into the tarot. I'm going to be using the Muse Tarot for this week by Chris Ann Pixicurio. Oh, thank you for watching from the UK. Thank you so much for being here. I love it. And India, thank you for being here. So first card up is the 5 of coins. Okay, the 5 of materials, 5 of pentacles, however you want to call it. This card is not my favorite card in the tarot, and I'll explain why. It's the card where you are being faced with doubts and fear, where you are feeling unworthy. Maybe you're feeling left out, okay? And you may not understand why. But what I always look to in this card is the light coming in through the windows, okay? So there is more to the situation, and what I think it tells us is to focus on that there has to be moments of darkness so there can be moments of light, okay? And to focus on what's going right, okay? pick a couple more. I always like to pick like 5 cards, and then we'll look at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Here we go. So next card is the Ace of Wands. So exactly with this, it goes so well with the themes, okay? Because this is talking to us about being divinely guided and being safe and being protected and knowing that we're being favored, okay, through everything that's going on. So this feeling of doubt and fear is going to be, you know, pretty much cleared up with this Ace of Wands, which opens up, you know, aces are like beginnings, okay? Aces are beginnings, okay? So this could be a spark of inspiration, some sort of motivation, or some action to be taken. It could also be, you know, just passion, going towards something that is creative. Maybe if you've been feeling out of inspiration or motivation, this is going to be something that you're going to be experiencing this week, that it's going to level up. You're going to be feeling better in the sense, more vitality. And that sense of inspiration. Ooh, the light is getting harsh in here. All right, so let's see what else comes through for this week, or whatever message needs to come through for all of us as a community, as a collective. Yes, focus on the brightness, and look at how bright it gives it to us. You know, Spirit shows us like there is light, and there's not only light, there's going to be like, you know, an illumination here, okay? In your thoughts, maybe in, like I said, your vitality, you're going to feel like you're going to be more energetic this week, or more motivated. Okay, so we have 3 cards here. Temperance. Okay, so Temperance, the 5 of Wands, and the World. Okay, so there's like a struggle, like a little bit of a back and forth, okay? And, you know, with Temperance is about finding that harmony and that balance, and having patience, okay? And trusting in divine timing, trusting that what is happening and what any of the events that are coming through for us in the next couple of weeks, in the next couple of days, are very much divinely orchestrated, okay? So this goes back to the surrendering, the control, and letting the universe work for us, okay? Because we are being supremely protected right now, because there are destined life events that may feel uncertain, but Spirit is telling us it's okay to feel the fear. This just means that you're ready, okay? So sometimes we feel the fear and kind of like put this resistance, which is what I think the 5 of Wands is talking about here, okay? The 5 of Wands is that resistance, that not being able to see eye to eye. Like situations around us are reflecting all kinds of things to us, okay? Things that we're meant to observe so that we can learn some sort of lesson, okay? Because that's part of evolving into our destiny and those fated life events, okay? It's about integrating whatever we've been learning along the way, okay? And allowing ourselves to grow. Yes, growing brings discomfort, and it brings a certain level of pain, okay? And it, you know, it's the way that it is. Even when our bodies are growing, we feel uncomfortable, we feel like we're being stretched, and we feel pain, okay? So let me just move. Let me move this way just a little bit, because it's like burning my eyes. There we go. Gotta improvise, you know, this is live. Okay, so, woo, got hot there. My third eye is like, woo. Thank you, Carmel from watching over in Queens, New York. I appreciate you being here every week. I bet you are cold. Yes. Okay, so the last card that came through for the week is the World. So this is exactly what Spirit wants to bring forth, okay? Know when to take a pause and take that time off, because there's some important healing that is happening here: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, okay? And know that you are safe through this process. Trust in Spirit and surrender, let go of control. Trust that this is part of your destiny, and that it's part of your destiny and your growth to going to the other levels, okay? And you know, this is not about like, oh, who's higher, who's lower in the spiritual journey. No. Who's higher, who's lower in the life experience. No. It's not about that at all. This is not about a competition or a placement. This is about your own personal journey and how you are growing and expanding into another level of your life, into a new chapter, okay? Because the World is a completion. It's like coming full circle and having learned something, having closed some sort of chapter, and it's almost like you're being ascended, or like you're getting a promotion, basically. This is kind of what it feels like, okay? It's like a big promotion in life. So it feels like you may be closing a chapter and leaving certain things behind, and that's fine. Here again, Spirit is reassuring you of that safety, of that positive resolution, so that you don't get caught up in the doubt and in the challenges that come with the change. That feeling of discomfort and that feeling, you know, and you very well could be not feeling like you're seeing eye to eye with the people around you. And I posted something in my story yesterday that said, you know, you can't change the people around you, but you can change the people around you. I mean, listen to that again, okay? So you might not be seeing eye to eye with some of the people in your life, and that's okay. You know, everybody in our lives is meant to be there for a reason, okay? And you can either see a situation for what it's, you know, bringing to your life and trying to teach you, or trying to reflect to you so that you can observe it and grow with it. Or, you know, you can just keep bypassing yourself, and the lesson will come up again and again in different ways with different people, okay? So that is the message. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. Very, very important, because Venus, the planet of love, goes into Aquarius today. Okay, so we're talking about relationships. Venus has to do with desire. And sometimes the things that we desire can be very burdensome and can seem like, you know, a lot of work. But what I can tell you is that if you're faced with a choice right now, this is going to be maybe not the best moment to be making a choice in that area. Okay, I'm just gonna put it in that way. But I do see that Spirit does want you to remain open-hearted. Okay, so it's really important to keep that in mind, okay? Now, also Aquarius and all this, you know, accumulation of planets right now, and all this energy focus in Aquarius Remember, Aquarius is the sign that rules the collective. So it looks for the greater good, but it also thinks in a different way. It innovates. It wants to not do things in the same way. And something maybe that you could have been really scared to do before, and you could have felt super absolutely judged for, it's like now you're like, no, like I really want that, and that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna go for it. And it's opening your mind and opening your heart in an entire different way. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to pick some oracle cards from the Work Your Light Oracle. Okay, I featured this deck in one of my reels recently, and I love it. It's a very elevated, spiritually elevated deck. Okay, so the messages could be sometimes very deep when it comes to anything that is having to do with spirituality. Okay, so the first card is the Crumbling. And this is exactly that resistance that Spirit says that you could be placing in your own journey, okay? That's why all this reassurance and all these talks about surrendering, okay? And remember, surrendering is not giving up, it's letting go of control, okay? And allowing Spirit to work for you. So the Crumbling is a card that talks about what are you holding on to? What are you clinging on to? There's something here that is breaking apart, okay? That is moving you, and it's almost like the Tower card in the tarot. For those of you who know tarot, the Tower card is that card of the universe coming in, and the tower is breaking apart with the flashes of lightning, because it's like the universe wants you to see yourself, okay? The universe wants you to see what you may not see for yourself and create this change in your life that you might not choose for yourself, okay? So what is it that you're clinging on to? Okay, Spirit is wanting you to reevaluate what is it that you're holding on to for your life, and where in your life are you creating this resistance that you're not allowing for changes, okay? And then we get the card of Awakening. And absolutely, there is a collective awakening happening, okay, spiritually for many right now. There's all these energetic upgrades that are coming through for all of us, and it's a new way of being. It's a new inspiration. That's where this Ace of Wands comes in. Okay, it's that integration, that new way of being, doing things differently, looking at things in a different perspective. Very Aquarian energy. Okay. And lastly, let's pick one more to wrap this message up. And that is Anna, the grandmother of Jesus. Look at this beautiful card right here. Again, a message of supreme protection, okay, of allowing yourself to it's like almost to plant a seed of light inside of you, okay? But this is all, me creating an illusion for you so that you can envision it. But really that light is already within you. So she's coming through saying, seed the light, lay new foundations, and know that everything is part of a divine plan. Okay, so let go of resistance, my loves. Surrender to the journey. Surrender to that destined life events that are taking place in your lives, and know that you are being guided, protected, and supported through all of it. Okay, so I hope that this reading serves you. I'm going to be posting this on my page. Hopefully I can save it and post it on YouTube as well. Also on Facebook, I Fearless Light Guidance. You can write to me, reach out. You know I love to hear from you. Comment away, tag your people, like and share. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me. I send you fearless light and love. Take care, and I'll see you for my next videos. Bye. Ooh, hang on. I can't see anything, and I think this changed. All right, so hang on with me, because I believe that Instagram changed the way that it's doing things. So let's check it out. Anyway, if I go, I love you guys. Thank you for watching.